Hello, I am BRONICASARDOURA and welcome to another video. We're gonna talk about, have I liked the series of Netflix? Or have I hated it? First of all, make sure you're subscribed to this channel. There's a red button down there. You just have to click on it. You're a subscriber. It would help me a lot. You will see all the videos. We all can appreciate from it. Make sure you leave a like or a dislike, and you have a suggestion for a next video, things that I should talk about. Make sure you leave it on the comment section below. What we're gonna talk about is the Serie You. What is the Serie You? What is it about? It's a new Netflix series that hasn't that long time online, but it's a series that I am like it since now. I have only watched the season 1, but I heard a little bird talking to me saying there will be a season 2. I like it. It's a bookstore manager. He works in New York and he's kind of crazy. Why am I saying this? Because he falls in love with a student who comes into his bookstore, and it's kind of an unhealthy love. So he tries to disappear her friend so he can be the whole focus of her, and it turns out a very extreme final in the first season. So I'm like it now. I hope the season 2 will be good as the season 1, and that's why you're seeing my series that I'm gonna talk about has more controversial than it actually is. The Netflix series How to Get Away with Murder. It was so great series. You have to watch How to Get Away with Murder. You will love it. I heard it from a lot of people, and my expectations were really, really high. But the first season was okay, but when it extended to the second and the third season, and it was every time the same thing, I was like, first season would be enough. Like How to Get Away with Murder. I liked it at the beginning because it was different. It has a lot of mystery involved. It is actually some law students, and the professor, she is recruiting some of her students to work for her in her own cases because she is a lawyer. And at the beginning, it's an amazing series. I have nothing to say about it, but it turns out to be that's why this series gets my again about a series or a movie that I have liked from Netflix. And if you guys already know, the first video of this channel and the second video of this channel, I am a huge Harry Potter fan. That means I know everything what it's about Harry Potter, or everything involved to that. That brings me to the next movie, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. It was incredible. I loved it. I am a lover of all Harry Potter movies, so it wouldn't be strange if I don't. So I love the movie. It's incredible made it. All the references are made it. There are a few things that I didn't like. For example, in the Harry Potter world, we call the not magic ones, we call them muggles. And in the Fantastic Beasts is the storytelling before Harry Potter, before he came to Hogwarts, and they call the not magic no match. So at the beginning it's a little bit confusing. Fantastic movie that is, it isn't a fantastic movie that has made from Netflix, and I'm so proud of it. You want to come and see it with me? Are you a Harry Potter fan? Come on. So that's why they received my like. Let's go to another movie. Let's leave the series a little bit behind and talk about the next movie that we're gonna talk about. It's, in my opinion, how can I express this? It's have two parts of the sides. Let's go to the movie It's a horror movie made from Netflix, original Netflix. You guys already know from my last video that was 20 facts about me, you will see that I'm a lover of horror movies. What I actually hated is the surprises that a horror movie should have, but that you know what's gonna happen next, is including this series. It's not like I hated the Ritual, the film Ritual, and I didn't hate it, and I also didn't like it that happened in the movie. You can kind of expect it if you listen closely and if you take attention of it. There are a few things that actually liked me. The storytelling was extremely good. I love the storytelling, and they I think, and when I remember, there are 5 friends, and they're planning a trip, you know, just like the old days when they were younger and going around. In the night they were going out, one of them get killed and another one had watched him killed and hadn't the courage to do something because he was in a very complicated situation. I kind of like it because the storytelling was extremely good, but at the same point I didn't like it because of the jump scares were kind of obvious. So that's why I didn't give a like and I didn't give a dislike. Then about a film that I liked in Netflix, that is the next movie. The next movie that I have watched on Netflix was Bird. Everyone is talking about Bird Box. You had to watch it. You surely have watched it. So it's kind of nothing new for you. And Bird Box is one of the films to receive from the beginning my big don't like. It's not just they have an amazing actress from Hollywood, that is Sandra Bullock. It's the storytelling, it's the whole thing, the actors, the whole thing made, the story created above them. It's so amazing. And believe me, Netflix is not paying me anything for say this, but I loved it and everyone should watch. Getting insane and they drive themselves to death, and some of the people who are insane enough can see into it, but they are crazy and you have to survive and they can't look into the eyes of the monsters. So it's amazing, and Sandra Bullock has done her job like every time. She is an incredible Hollywood actress. Definitely received. Let's get back to the series. Next series is a series that you didn't convince me. Sorry, but I will not watch it again. But it's Black Mirror. As I said from the other series, How to Get Away with Murder was too extended. The series Black Mirror was too short. In every episode or every season it was a different story, a different storytelling. We didn't get any time to proceed all what's happening in this series, so I didn't like, because even if they have more seasons, but you watch this first season and you're kind of okay, there's a futuristic world that people live and there are a few stories to tell, nothing more than that. Understand me wrong, Netflix, but it wasn't your best idea, so that's why they receive a big Let's talk dislike. About a series that I liked and I could send them to heaven so the angels can see that series. There's the Netflix series La Casa de Bob. The series was amazing idea, amazing actors, amazing storytelling, amazing everything. I could watch over and over and over and over that I will never get tired. So just to remember, I have watched the whole season 1 and 2 3-4 times. So I basically nearly know every phrases and I'm still not getting enough of it. So that has to mean something. So La Casa de Papel definitely got my heart, and I heard a little bird down there. He came from the window and told me, "Bronica, there's gonna be a 3rd season, make sure you watch." And I'm like, it's so amazing and I'm truly looking forward to it. What is it about? Tell us. You haven't watched La Casa de Papel? In which world do you live? On Mars? On the sun? Make sure you come to Earth. Because a lot of friends of mine have watched it too, and they're the same about me. That's why they received a big damn like from me. So we're kind of coming to the end, my friends, my crazy people out there. Is the last series that I'm gonna give from the beginning. The most like that I have is the series 30 Reasons Why. Because everyone was talking about the series at that moment, and I remember when I was in school to read the book of 30 Reasons Why. That was the time that he wasn't that famous. It was just a book that existed, and when I heard Netflix had made a series of it, I wanted so deeply to see it. Congratulations to Selena Gomez, who was producing the 30 Reasons Why. I had the idea of putting 30 Reasons Why into the big screen, and it was an amazing, genius idea to put this in the big screen. So Selena is obviously as I said in the last video, if you haven't watched my last video, please go and check it out. You will find things about me that people are saying she's completely... What inspires me the most in the series is they are approaching a lot of themes and topics of the modern world, and especially about mobbing in school. And that's a huge topic that we all should talk about, because I know the older generations say, oh, in my generation there was mobbing too, and the people get to it, I'll get to it. Yeah, you might, and I was a student too, and maybe now it's more different than when I was in school. But what I learned from that is that kids can be very rude, and that's a fact. Kids can be very rude with each other, and if you don't know how to defend yourself, you can't kind of be the perfect mobbing thing to be. In every episode there's a warning. If you're dealing with these struggles, don't watch it. Get an adult with you, or get a person that you trust and talk to her first, and watch it with another person, because the things that happen, 30 Reasons Why, isn't for kids. 30 Reasons Why, basically a girl, she killed herself cutting her pulse out in a tube of bath in the bathroom and bleeding to death. And you see, before she kills herself, she recorded tapes where she counts 30 reasons for her death. Kind of reflect about your own life. Reflect of how do you treat others? How do you feel about yourself? And it gives the person to think. So it's a huge and amazing life. So if you come to the end of this video, I am so appreciative for that, because I'm seeing this channel growing. Short grow, but the button down there, the red button who says subscribe to the channel. Help me grow. Leave a like or dislike, leave a comment. A comment is so important. Subscribe, leave a like, a comment, and au revoir.